We're back with more RBY Invitational 5 content. Very exciting. Today, we have a round 2 matchup in the winners bracket between Serpi and Albi. Serpi, along with Felix and Chuva over the past 2 or 3 years, have probably been like the best overall RBYOU players on the planet. He's just been absurd. He's racked up multiple 6-win SPL seasons, has a 4th and top 8 finish in SPL, dominates circuit ladder, all that. Serpi's insane. As I'm sure everybody knows, Albi is one of our playing winners this year, the second straight Italian to make his way through, and he had a big win round 1 over Solwind in an upset, while Serpi beat Chuva again, aforementioned, one of the best RBYers of the last 2 or 3 years, and a best of 9, so that was very exciting. And now we have round 2. We'll go back to the beginning. Serpi has Chansey lead. Is going to be able to sing the Executor, throw out a freeze fish before sacking his Chansey to sleep. Now we'll see where he goes from here. Albi has Zam Egg. Could be I feel like historically, maybe not historically, but in the pretty recent past, it's been almost only Starmie. But very recently, I guess, it's been, we've seen a lot more like Zapdos and Rhydon, where traditionally you'd see those backs with Starmie lead, but we've seen it more with Zam. Albi gets his Tauros in. No counter or anything, it's Serpi just body slam. So he gets one body slam on Tauros, and we'll probably be able to rest his Snorlax here, or explode it. So overall, not too bad, I'd say. Let's see if he slams here. No, he does just rest. But he gets that crucial damage on the Tauros, as well as on Lax. But his Lax now is sleeping with no turns burnt. Serpi, if I had to guess, I want to say he has all of Starmie Executor Rhydon in the back, along with Tauros, of course, with the Chansey lead, is my guess. Maidon, just been a really powerful, meta staple of his last few years, especially, really popularized by the Germans, especially they. I think we're the ones who started using, especially, double sleep there, fake Starmie lead, leading with Executor, so they've tinkered and really optimized it a bit. So I wouldn't be surprised if this now has Chansey lead. But Serpi is in danger here with Seismic Toss from Alakazam. Let's see if Starmie can recover. It does not. So that's 2 full pairs in a row. 3 of 4, while Alakazam just continues moving. And it's going to be forced to pivot to his Chansey. Let's see if Albi gets in his Tauros here. Oh, Chansey wakes up immediately, which is huge. I mean, Tauros there would have been crazy. If Tauros had gone there and Chansey stayed asleep, it would have been really dangerous. Chansey asleep, Snorlax asleep, no turns burned. Starmie about to die. So good on Serpi, getting that wake, and is able to paralyze the Chansey. See if he can get his Starmie back to being a real Pokemon. Just answering a question about why is Victory below you now? I love Vic. So he goes here. Serpi probably wants to get his Laxing to start waking, but does have to worry about this. Sleep is still open for Albi. He could go to Starmie here, hopefully on Sing and recover up. But if Albi clicks Seismic Toss, Chansey's dead or Starmie's dead. He is just going to go to his Lax, which I feel is probably the safest play, as Albi just clicks Sing. So he's going to get to burn 1 turn here. His special attackers, like Alakazam Executor, Alakazam Paralyzed Executor is asleep. Albi's Lex does come in here. He's going to body slam. I wonder if Albi is counter and doesn't have reflect. I expect we see a counter here if he has it. Serpi reveals Ice Beam. He's just going to reflect. But Ice Beam here, definitely helpful in the mirror. For Serpi, he's going to get a fire off a launch of freeze odds. And Albi definitely in a bit of a tricky situation. Right now, he's just kind of sitting here and taking the freeze chances, which is not great. But he doesn't have another really great option, Alakazam paralyzed, Chansey paralyzed, Tauros sleep. Tauros obviously don't want to come in. What he probably has to do is force a rest. He wants to keep slamming, hope he doesn't get frozen, force a rest, and then go to his Chansey probably, and then hope you can make some progress there either by singing the Lax, carrying the Starmie, etc. Serpi expecting to switch slams, doesn't get it. Chansey comes in now, let's see. He does Ice Beam, so Albi gets it in. Even here is a bit dangerous. Um, if you want to hit Sing, that's like 41% odds to paralysis, and if you miss once, like not good. And if you Thunderwave, I guess that's helpful, but like still not probably the most helpful thing in the world. Um, let's see what he does. He does just click Seismic Toss. So I'm sure he was expecting Starmie there. Serpi just goes for it. I mean, like he has like 60% odds to go through this. Not only does Albi have to hit Sing, but then also Snorlax has to sleep for a few turns to be really worthwhile. Um, so I think staying in and going for it was definitely it. I mean, and now you're in such a commanding position, right? I don't think Lax KOs the Slam, but it's really close. I mean, yeah, it's a roll to kill. Like if you go Lax, okay, it doesn't have Reflect on it. That's just more Ice Beams. Obviously, Zam can't switch in Taurus. Xigtara, not really. Maybe if you're last to Starmie, but I feel like you probably would have brought it in at this point. So I'm expecting Zap or Dawn. And he gets a crit. So down goes Chansey. And now Alba's going to be forced to go to Slacks. We're just going to probably go for the same sequence I described earlier, but now he doesn't have a chance at all. So definitely favorable for Serpi. I think it's at a good spot so far. Is not slept, but Starmie is paralyzed and almost dead. We'll see if he can get that back in the game. That would be huge. If you haven't seen so far, I uploaded a 20-minute recap of round one. It goes through like 4 games, talking about it. We review like Conflict vs. Spies, games 2 and game 3. Those are really exciting. The Sleep War, the game within the game. So does Starmie actually. Between Narwhal and Lair on game 1, and then how hit or miss lead ganger can be in Alice Cole, Kenzie, and Felix Mako, as well as going around the rest of the invitation. I'll round up all the other games I didn't stream or mention in the video. So definitely check that out on my YouTube channel. I think it's pretty good. I won't lie. And it took me like 2 freaking hours to script, which is kind of ridiculous. But you know, whatever. So Starmie is in now. I wonder if Serpi goes for 1 slam or just goes back to his Chansey. I feel like you probably just go back to your Chansey relatively risk-free. I guess it's not Ice Beam. It's Ice Beam, not Seismic Toss. So like Alakazam, you can kind of sit in front of it, right? And Para, Psychic, pressure with that. As opposed to for the Seismic Toss, to be a lot more challenging. He's going to go to Starmie actually on Thunderwave. I wonder now if he goes to his Chansey. I guess what was he expecting there? I guess it was a mid-ground, so it covers the Thunderwave, right? It also covers going to Executor, maybe? Expecting Boom? No, I'm not sure. But now we have Executor in. Gets Thunderwaved. I presume this is... I guess it could be Cyblizz or Surf Bolt. With Zamagmai back. This is S-Toss. And the fact that it's switched out. But I mean, you don't want to get paralyzed either. So I'm going to lean it's Surf Bolt. Starmie. No special drop. This is Psychic Stun Spore. Probably just Sleep Boom. I guess it could be something else. That seems most likely. Does get the right on in. How did I know? How did I know? The team. But good move by Serpi. He's going to have body slam Starmie, then gets the paralysis. So Serpi's in a really commanding position here for sure. Executor's asleep. Starmie's paralyzed. Lax is healthy and Tauros, but that's like taking a bunch. So this ride is looking really dangerous. He's going for it. Starmie does click recover. Let's see if it can avoid a paralysis crit. 44%. It is Surf, like we thought. I wonder if Serpi goes for it again. Probably not. It's like you'd rather just keep that, right? And I feel like you can pressure the Starmie by going to maybe Lax here instead. Or Executor. Or even Chansey. I guess it's like Chansey. When you're like singing Ice Beam Thunderwave, you definitely want. I feel like definitely would sleep Psychic. It just like kind of sucks. Like in this late game, like you're not doing anything to the Psychics. Even if you had S-Toss, like you'd still pressure Executor. I guess like you could freeze fish a bunch, which is better for the early game. But as like a late game mod, sing Ice Beam Thunderwave, Soft Boiled is just less than ideal. Serpi's gonna go for it again, as Albi does fully paralysis. Oh boy, here we go. An Earthquake? Let's see. Alright, so Albi is able to remove the sub, but now his Starmie is effectively dead. I assume maybe Xavier comes in here and tries to wake up quickly. No, but Starmie goes down. Fastest Mon left is Tauros, which is already weakened. So Tauros is looking especially even more threatening on Serpi's side, right? Lax, he still has his own Lax. Just gonna sack the Starmie here, yep. And now probably goes. I guess that's one thing both Tauroses are looking threatening. Outsped and dies. Chipped more than Albi's. Paralyzed but fully healthy. Dies. And it's Tauros going to come in here. I mean, this could really easily switch. If, I was going to say, if Albi stays in and Slams gets a crit, and they're both at half, that would be really good. But he goes lax, and he gets crit immediately. This could easily be boom last. So let's see what goes on. Like, if Albi's able to trade his lax to Tauros, that'd be huge. Wonder what Serpi does. I feel like he probably just go back to lax. Right? Or even you can go to Chansey, honestly. He's just going to go for beam, though. Oh, yeah, he's in beam range. LOL. And he just KOs the Starmie. Or KOs the Snorlax. Yeah. You can always just go. Pretty free hyper beam. And now Tauros comes back in. And again, like, very similar to earlier in the game, we have the same situation, but now Albi's down Pokemon. Doesn't get it in hyper beam range. So now Serpi just has to hit his moves. He is going to go to Rhydon. Because Serpi's nice like that, you know? He takes no risk. KOs the Tauros. This Alakazam, I believe, should die. Yep. And then it's just Xavier left, which is going to die to Tauros. So Serpi is going to take game 1 here. Last year, Serpi was probably the best player on the planet of the 3. Like, I hyped him up so much coming into the tournament. Didn't do too well. He got upset in the first round. Could only finish top 24. But, you know, everyone can't always win. But Serpi, if he wins this, he's in the winner's bracket round 4. So that's a guaranteed top 16 finish. In the winner's bracket would be the third person who would be joining Isa and Blazing Dark. So, like, once you win those first 2 games, like, you have the momentum. You're in such a strong spot. You get the bye week next. So this would be huge, obviously, for the player who's going to win. Server takes game 1. We can take a look at the round 1, all the standings. Oh my goodness. All the matchups, as you can see here, is round 1. And the upcoming round 2. Oh, I guess I can update it. Shiloh took down King Bilu after he substituted in for Kinix. Congratulations, Roses. And I can update some of these. Blazing Dark 1, Isa 1, Xcal 1, so Behe's been eliminated, McMegan 1, Lara's been eliminated, and I believe that's it. Later today, we will have Solwind versus Nails. Losers eliminated, so that'll be exciting. And we have game 2 here. Serpi leading Chansey and Alakazam so far. I think those and Jolteon are really like the core 3 to me personally to use. Like, Starmie, Jinx, and Gengar just like feel so terrible to use. It's like, it just introduces so much RNG at the beginning of the game. Like, lead Starmie mirrors suck so much. Like, you click Blizzard, Thunderbolt, switch Victor, switch Chansey, and like, you're just guessing unless you have like some really good scouted information, and it just sucks. Jinx and Gengar are so prone to just getting lucked immediately. And, like, I feel Gengar just kind of sucks overall. Not gonna lie. Unless you're hitting that Moto Lex matchup. Like, I don't know. Gar into Snorlax, that clicks Earthquake, sucks so much, I feel. Like, sometimes, like, if you watch the video, sometimes they can just win you games immediately. So it has that upside, but I feel like so much times it just sucks. And, like, similar to Jinx. Like, if you get that sleep in a freeze, like you're cooking, or even if you sleep and then are able to sleep sack your Jinx, like, that's great. But a lot of players, I think, like, Jinx into somebody who knows how to play around Jinx and is not just going to sleep you kind of sucks. But if you have Jinx into someone who it just sleeps with Jinx, like, definitely a lot better there. Good move by Albi. Believing Alakazam is going to come in to absorb the boom and go to Slax. And Chansey is paralyzed, so we're probably going to see Serpi forced to go to his own Lax. It's actually going to be Executor as he slams. Gets no paralysis or anything. Serpi is likely going to be able to get sleep. Alakazam, like, very consistent. Good job. chips Executor all the way down to I believe 50% and paralyzes it, which opens the door for Serpi's Executor to KO this and sleep something else, which you love to see. Also, like with Jinx or Gengar, you're like really just stuck with sleeping. Like the first Pokemon you see, it doesn't give you this flexibility of paralyzing something, sleeping something else, etc. So Serpi also has Serpi is just gonna go for sleep pattern immediately and gets Starmie. Gets the turn right. Good job there. Serpi does have another Zam egg as Albi had last game, so we'll see what his last is. Again, probably Starmie, especially since he is a German. Like the Germans, especially like Serpi, love my egg down, love Zam egg my. So that's my bets, especially like if I was Serpi, like you're Serpi, like play to your comfort. Like against someone who had to start in plans. No real shade to Albi, but like I feel like Serpi should feel confident enough in himself. It's early in the tournament. Like stick to your guns and just push yourself to outplay. Just use his two most comfortable teams. It is Mega Drain, so maybe this is Zapdos. Potentially. Who knows? But we'll see. I mean, it could still easily be Starmie, but I feel like a lot of the time you may see maybe Stun Spore. So we'll see. Executor is going to get the boom on Chansey, which is huge. Successfully trading down. So trades the Executor for my. It is now effectively 4v4. This is asleep. This is basically dead. Or no, 5-on-4. Yeah, excuse me. So good job, Albi there. Or good job, Serpi there. He's down his Zam, while Albi's down his Starmie, and likely his Executor. He has another Ice Beam Lax. Both have Ice Beam. Oh boy. I'm sure both players are just going to click Ice Beam, and we'll see what happens. I mean, this is probably most. This is what you got to do, I feel like, right? I guess if you really, like, you could go. Like, Serpi could go to Starmie if he has it. I guess on an Ice Beam and Thunder Wave and such. Maybe that's like your one other play, but I also feel like, yeah, so there's the Starmie. On rest, so good job there. Serpi played the best of both worlds there, I'd say. Like he went for his freeze odds and then got the Starmie in on the rest. Like an Executor is maybe not. I think it is 2 KO'd. Well, 51% odds it's 2 KO'd. So not really super safe switching, especially since of course Starmie crits punch. Albi, we'll see what he does here. He's going to go to his Starmie on Surf. And then I wonder if he tries to go back. His Executor here on Thunderbolt to avoid 2 KO odds, bar like crits. Maybe he tries to burn a turn here. Maybe he wakes up. I feel like if I'm Serpi, I click Surf again on the Executor. You only really lose out if Albi stays in and wakes up after 0 turns, which is not likely. And like if you're able to 2 KO that Executor, like, get a high roll, you crit. Oh, so he does Thunderbolt. Albi gets an Executor, which is now out of range. So good pivots there. And on Zam, Albi gets the Lax in. Good moves there. Twice now, Albi has kind of like conditioned Serpi into go to his sleep sag, fearing boom, while he's gotten his Lax in and has gotten some good progress here. Especially since the Lax is at, I guess they're both at 44. But this is paralyzed, etc. So he's forced to sleep his Zam, and yeah, Starmie comes in. Now, I'm going to go for the Surf. If Albi gets a paralysis here, that could be huge. Doesn't get it. Probably now has to sack something. Yeah. Down goes the Lax. Maybe Executor comes in and just clicks Explosion. Might be the only time he gets to click the move. He's just going to go to Executor. We'll see Serpi maybe just like clicks Recover and gets out of the range. And he's still unparalyzed, right? So it's still helpful. Oh, so Executor full paralysis is there. We'll see what he would have clicked. Maybe he clicks Stun Spore, right? On the Starmie, right, instead of Explosion. Doesn't want to get his Starmie paralyzed, of course. And we'll see here now. Maybe he's just comfortable kind of sacking his chance to hear, which I think would definitely make sense on Serpi's side. He's going to go to his right on a second toss. There we go. So it is my Egged on. Yeah, definitely need to keep this Starmie alive, but good move on Albi here. He's definitely pressuring, right? Just takes one, and he's going to set up here, which I guess isn't too helpful unless you crit here. Oh, he gets the crit, so there you go. And now Serpi's definitely in danger, right? If he brings in Starmie and he gets paralyzed on Slam, like that dies, chance he's never doing anything, is paralyzed, he's going to have to bring this Taurus soon. He's actually just going to bring his Taurus now, which I think makes sense. Like, eat an Earthquake, keep your Starmie alive. Especially since Albi like has his, of course, his Taurus left in the back, and you want to keep your Starmie alive. And now here, you break the sub, you eat an Earthquake, but that's fine. And now you're gonna, I guess, like, you get one of your sacks. Done. So I think Serpi's setting you up this Starmie chancing end games. Basically, like, you KO, or Albi sacks something, right, and then goes to his Taurus. You trade all the damage you can on this Taurus, hopefully put it in Starmie range, you go Starmie, and then, yeah, if you get this in Starmie range, Starmie just wins, of course, unless, like, Starmie wakes up immediately, with speed ties, paras, etc. So, I'm not sure if, yeah. You're gonna need Hyper Beam plus. You need Body Slam plus Hyper Beam to put this in Surf range. And this Starmie is in, I believe. It is not in Hyper Beam range, but I easily could be. So it's gonna turn. Oh, never mind! Albi moves first and gets the crit. That's huge. I feel like that was a pretty, like, high roll crit too. No, not, I guess kind of. But now, no, Serpi does not get it. He was expecting there, right on, I'm sure, and is now going to have to dodge paralysis. Gets the crit. Gonna have to dodge Hyper Beam here. Goes for it. Gets the paralysis, and that should end the game. So Albi's going to take game 2. Right at the end. Setting up a very pivotal game 3. I agree with Amaranth. Get some luck needed, but also made the right moves. Looked very dire, and an impressive comeback. I agree. Did what he had to do to win, and he takes it. Setting a very pivotal game 3, of course. Albi, Lero, fun fact, last year, like, he also was the Italian who made his way through play-ins and won the first 2 rounds, and got into that round 4. So we'll see if he can repeat. Last year, for reference, oh goody, they tried to start me double mirror. Last year, Lero Axel in round 1. Upset Behe, and then he upset Nails in round 2. Then he beat ABR in round 4 before losing to Chuva in round 6. Or no, he beat Chuva in round 6, lol. And then he lost to Felix and Chuva in the rematch to finish 3rd and $100. So, like, this just sucks. So, lol, they both go start Chansey, and lol, they both click Sing. And Albi gets it. Chansey burns the first turn. So just, like, so silly. Serpi gets an Executor. So we'll be able to get his sleep back. In theory, I don't know. Like, this could, if Albi gets a boom off here or a stun, nope, he doesn't get it. So they both have my Egg X cores. Serpi has slept his Chansey. Albi has slept his Executor. And now Serpi's gonna get the first paralysis. Let's see if Albi just clicks back. He ice beams. No freeze. Here, I wonder if we see a boom. Or, like, if Serpi really, he would go to Taurus or lags. Oh, good play by Albi. Gets the lags. I was gonna say like maybe expecting Executor, but like Thunder Wave makes sense there anyway. So well. Serpi has another Ice Beam lag, so I believe that's 3 in a row. Something to keep in notes. I mean, when Serpi's doing something, you should probably think why. Really pay attention. I'm gonna keep clicking Ice Beam. I guess like with this lags being paralyzed, you could more safely go to your Starmie or Chansey instead of giving freeze odds. Let's see if just... Alright, paralysis there. Starmie is going to come in here on rest, so good move there. Just got an email about fishing links for the 8 billionth time in my life. I love it. Good move there by Serpi, getting his lags back in. Gonna burn a turn of sleep as Taurus comes in, which is always dangerous. Let's see, do we get a crit? No crit. Lags wakes back up. He's just gonna go for it, which I think makes sense. With lags, like without like one of the downsides of using Ice Beam, of course, if you run into getting a cloister, but you really lose a lot of breaking power if you don't have Beam or Boom. Serpi is very lucky here that he gets crit not at all and is able to get Taurus down to half here before going into Hyper Beam range. But like if that gets crit, like if you only get one slam off there, that sucks. Serpi's gonna try to eat the Hyper Beam, doesn't get it, as body slam crits but does not paralyze. Again, like that easily could happen a turn prior. But now Starmie eats 70%. I wonder if you're just forced to go. Oh, he does recover. Albi stays in. What does he do? He body slams. Gets nothing. I wonder if... Let's see, the Serpi... He recovers again. So he gets out of there unscathed. Cake believes Albi's Taurus is rest. We'll see. Which, I mean, like, makes sense, of course. Like, I guess you can always use your bull to break lags, but it makes more sense when you have rest. Just throwing out a surf. And Infinity Process, not great. There, I'm sure Serpi maybe throwing out a surf in case the lags came in on his lags, which would have made sense. But he doesn't get it, and he's forced to eat paralysis here. Or, I mean, on the other hand, like Chansey can't really do anything to you. Oh, man, good move there by Albi. Been doing really well this game so far. I think he's got the advantage so far. Let's see. Slammer rest. He does rest, and he gets the Taurus back in. And now, like, Starmie doesn't really switch in. Lax has burned 0 turns now this time. So it's looking dangerous. It's looking dangerous for Serpi. He's on the back foot. Just gonna go to his Zapdos. Let's see if Albi is right on here, that would be huge, of course. He has Sig Ice Beam Chansey, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's an indication he has Zapdos. I was yawning there. Holy moly! If he has Zapdos and he's hit that right on, which would make sense. So maybe both have Zapdos. But Serpi's definitely been on the back foot. Let's see if we can create some pressure here. I mean, Chansey is weakened, and Paralyzed Snorlax is a bit weakened, right? Taurus, of course, weakened. But Starmie outspeeds, but is probably Surf Bolt. And it's going to get clocked by Thunderbolt. The Executor's asleep. Let's see. Executor goes to Tauros. So now he gets his Tauros in. I guess, Albi needs to really wake up. Yeah, alright, never mind. And is now, I assume Starmie's gonna come in. And now, like, Starmie's Tauros, looking really dangerous. Like, this is super weakened. This is getting closer. This is in Hyper Beam range. Really needs to paralyze the Starmie somehow or deal with it. He still has his Executor. I wonder if we, like, I assume Starmie comes in. Well, Serpi goes to Exeg. It doesn't really have any great, like, doubling options. besides Zapdos, but still, even maybe not Zapdos. So I think you go to Executor, and then on Chansey, we'll see if he can get Lax. If Serpi can get his Lax in to run Turn to Sleep, that'd be huge. Yep, Vader comes in. Let's see. I mean, if Serpi lands down on Starmie, that's obviously huge. If he goes to his Lax on Chansey, he is going to stay in. Both are going to stay in. Serpi lands Sleep Powder. Oh my god, I kind of forgot. LOL. That, that after Executor went down, Sleep, opened back up. And now I think Serpi has really turned the tables these past few turns. I mean, it goes to show how good he is, right? He leverages Tauros, carried the Executor, opened back up Sleep, and now gets his Tauros out again, and now he can, like, he's going to be able to click Hyper Beam. I mean, I'm sure he was still expecting, like, Starmie there, but Tauros is starting a Hyper Beam KO here. I guess, like, Albi can go to his Zapdos or Tauros here. Or, I mean, Zapdos or Lax here. Or he can stay in. Maybe he'll Serpi clicks Body Slam. I mean, clicking Body Slam here would be huge for Serpi. He's just clicks Hyper Beam. Lax survives. Is this boom? I mean, if this booms, this would be huge. No, it's just Body Slam. But, like, Serpi is completely okay with that, right? Because he's still fully ahead of Ali's Tauros. And he cares with Lax. His Tauros looking very, very threatening. This is asleep. This dies. This dies. Tauros is out of range of the other Hyper Beam. I assume we see the last. No, it is Tauros. Albi's going to have to get a bit lucky here. This tells me that Albi's last. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is Zapdos, and that's what he's going to play to win. Yeah, it's probably Zapdos. He wants to get this into Thunderbolt range so he can agility, then Thunderbolts, and go from there. I mean, this Zapdos can definitely still win. LOL. So I assume it's Zapdos. Gonna Blizzard? No freeze. Serpi lands Hyper Beam. And now Zapdos comes in for sure. It is Zapdos. Serpi's gonna get a big Hyper Beam off here in theory. But like if the Zapdos agilities, like it can definitely still win for sure. Honestly. Is Starmie in range? Starmie's likely in range. Chansey's asleep. Executor's definitely in range. The Zapdos is at 74. Lax is asleep. So it's gonna come down to Zapdos time, baby. I mean, especially if Tauros misses this. He lands the thing. Does an agility there. I feel like definitely want to agility, right? But doesn't do it. Now, this is going to be Zapdos speed tie. Ali wins the first one. Yes, Thunder Wave. Serpi trades back with Thunder Wave. Here we go. Zapdos Serpi lands Thunderbolt. Albi agilities now. See, you'd much rather have agility before. He gets fully paralyzed. Serpi gets fully paralyzed. Albi gets fully paralyzed again. Serpi KOs the Zapdos. And now this one should be over. Serpi's going to play it safe. Yeah, go to Executor. And now just probably click the boom button. Yeah, like you do this, that's fine. Just go to your Zapdos anyway. Ali's going to do his best, but he gets crit and Chansey dies. Serpi is going to take this and he's going to move on to round 4 of the winner's bracket. He has guaranteed himself a top 16 finish. Oh my goodness. And maybe it's not over. It's over. Serpi has guaranteed himself a top 16 finish and is looking to make his best run yet. So congratulations to him. Well fought by Albi. And we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Oh no, I clicked the wrong button. Alright, bye. Oh my goodness. I keep clicking the wrong button.